What's up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. It's your guy Z Fly. That's right. It's time to keep it really hot all summer long. That's right, with the RHF crew, and I got my boy Troy Weeks Music here with me. And
Whoop,
of course, as
whoop.
you
You
all
already
know,
know.
we already know, and plus you already know that we definitely have some amazing guest hosts tonight. Now, some of these faces they may look familiar because they have definitely been here before. We have
That's right.
Joel and we have Sugar. They are back and they are ready to keep it
Hey,
real hot and fresh with us. Thank you
yes,
so much for
indeed.
everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? This right here is definitely the time to go ahead and let people know where to tune in at. That good old Facebook / Real Hot Fresh, and also YouTube / Real Hot Fresh. We're live right now. We got some really great topics that we're going to be discussing tonight. We're going to be talking about, things that could be possibly going obsolete due to coronavirus, and also too that stimulus check that's coming, and then also the unemployment that we just learned some news about. But stick around and we'll tell you more about that. But right now, let's go ahead and let me welcome my team, Mr. Troy Weeks. I'll get to you later.
Yes.
But welcome back, Joe. Welcome back. How you feeling, Mr. Joe? How you feeling?
I'm good,
I hope
thanks. I'm good. Good. Well,
Raising the
sunflower.
roof.
okay. So glad to hear you. Go. So glad to have you back. And Sugar, listen, I see all those pearls, those pearly whites. How are you feeling? How was your
I am
weekend?
feeling my weekend has been good, busy. I'm a FYI for everybody. It is my birthday week. My birthday kicks off on Saturday the 8th for Leo in
Woo,
effect. So
woo.
I
Happy
had a photo shoot
birthday!
today. Thank you. I had a photo shoot today, so that's why I'm extra glammed. I'm like, oh, good, I can keep it for the show. So thank you so much for having me to showcase my makeup. Thank you so much.
You are look. Thank you so much for being here. So let me get started. Tell us, how does it feel to be 25? Wow, how does it feel?
Well, you know what? I'm past 25, but every year that I'm alive, I'm keeping it full and fun, festive and fantastic, living a fabulous golden life. Hey, you
Talk
like
about it.
that?
Talk about it. I love it. I love it. And of course, I am
Rich, full
Troy.
of flavor.
Yes, real spice, but brown
Okay,
sugar baby. And of course, at Troy Weeks Music.
definitely.
I'm gonna go real fast and say myself. I know Z Flowers about to dream in, but I'm Troy Weeks Music, and just to honor Sugar on her birthday. Happy birthday, Sugar.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Sugar. Happy birthday to my girl, Sugar. Happy early birthday to you. Yeah. Happy early
Yay!
birthday,
Come
girl.
on, giving me the church hood. Yes, I
Yeah.
love that. Thank you.
Yes.
Cheers to
I never
life.
got a chance to do that on live on the show. So happy
Look at
early
that.
birthday. And bam.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Booyah.
love it.
Thank you, Mr. Troy Weeks. All right, so
Of
that's definitely
course.
how you start the show off. All right, everybody, we're definitely going to go ahead and get into things. As you all know, we have a giveaway that we're going to be talking about a little bit later too. So you definitely want to stick around for that. That's right, it's August, and you know what I'm saying. If you have been tuning in to our live at 5 on Wednesdays and Fridays, and also here at the show, then you know that we are going to be doing a giveaway. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later in the show. So definitely stick around. But right now we are going to go ahead and start this show off with that first segment, the mailbox. And really
Boom.
quick, everybody who may wonder what the mailbox is, it's basically, you know what I'm saying, just highlighting things of a male. Whether it's his personality, his emotions, how he feel, all that good stuff. Things that go on in a male's life that a lot of people may not know or care to know, but you're gonna know now. All right. So today, the mailbox segment is we're talking about makeup. A lot of companies they are starting to design makeup for men. So makeup design for men, do we think it'll become a trend? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people think, makeup is only designed or made for women, but now makeup is, for men. So what are y'all thoughts on this? Do y'all think that makeup will become a thing? Will it become trendy for a male to wear makeup in 2020 and beyond?
Well, my first question is now, is it like makeup like a bronzer for men in addition to a moisturizing routine? Or is it a full on wham glam face? Or what does that mean specifically?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question.
I think it's just a cosmetic,
So
guys aren't that involved. I think it's just to cosmetically improve their appearance when they go into a bar to pick up women. look better at work. They're not into a big, facial and that. Just very casual, put on a little extra makeup.
Well, I think if it's a face tint like a bronzer or a moisturizer, I don't support ashy faces. So anything to make a person look bright and shiny. And I know some brothers out there, they want to look fly, they want to look smooth in these streets, so they'll moisturize and glam it up. But if it's looking too much, that's when you're crossing it to some other lines. So I think yes, because brothers go to the shop, and brothers meaning all men that I know, whether black, white, yellow, in between, they go and they get their toes done and they get their hands done. So I think it's all part of the metrosexual population. So if it is light makeup and they're looking refined, I see it sticking around because it just adds to the beauty regimen. I mean, if P. Diddy can do it, everybody else is like, well, I can do it too. That's my thought.
Yes, I love that, Esther G. I love that. I could jump in here really fast. I want to add my little 2 cents. I was all the way with Sugar the whole time. So I feel like for today's time, like she said, the nails and the hair. I mean, the nails and stuff. Look, we got our hair done. Come on, I just got my hair done, y'all.
Come
just
on
did
now.
the color and all, and got it done. Look good. I hope y'all like it. I like
it. It
it.
does look lovely.
So we go get we take care of ourselves in a different way. So I'm all for you, like Sugar said. A little moisturizer, a little bronzer, maybe a little even your skin out, because some of us have from having shaving, we have different bumps and all kind of stuff. So a little even. But if you're going too far and you're putting on RuPaul Drag Race makeup now, that's going too far. You know what I'm saying? If you're putting eyeshadows on and you're doing all that kind of shit now, that's a little bit too far. I'm just saying, like, there's already like eyeshadows and lip liners and certain things for men. I've seen it. In Z-Fly, we work with shout out to our guy, Mr. Eyeliner. Boom. He has an eyeliner for men. So there's things out there, and it's a whole story behind it and why you do it. And we support that, and it's super dope. I actually have the whole box of them. I have some. It's certain things, accents and things you want to use. I support that. But if it's gonna be a full on like a whole Fenty Beauty line for men, and it's every single color and every shade, and all, I don't know, it's a little bit much. I'm just saying that's one of the top popping ones out there. All the girls want Fenty Beauty. They all want to be Fenty Beauty. So I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep my skin moisturized. My joint looking good. Feel me?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm 33 and I still like a little baby skin. Come on, I like
As
to keep
you
my
should.
joint moisturized, and what I'm saying, look, keep myself from getting rags and bags and all that. So I support it. I'm down for as long as it ain't too drag stick. Got it? I'm cool with it.
Exactly. And also too, I just wanted to add that what I'm saying. It like makeup to me is like one of those weird things that it was weird for men, because if you think about it, like back in the day, what I'm saying, like even in some of those what royal times, those princes and kings, like they, what I'm saying, they wore some type of makeup or something, like even in like movies, what I'm saying, every now and then, men, they will get touched up, what I'm saying, for the camera.
Not every now and then, all the time. Shiny.
Yeah, because you be like me, you sweating all over it off.
You're right. They do wear it for the stage. The men wear it too.
By the way, I'm a clown, as you can see from that picture. I'm a clown, and I wear makeup, and I personally support it and think it's great. There's 2 kinds of makeup. There's, I bought makeup specifically made for men to look good when I went on auditions. I've also taken my wife's and just, why spend the money for men when I could just take my wife's and just, But I personally don't think it's going to be a trend. I think it's great, but New York, California, actors, people in the creative arts, they will wear makeup but the average American guy who works in a factory, rides a Harley, they're not the kind of, they're going to go with that stigma that makeup is just not for guys. Like I said, ad nauseum, it's okay, it's great, but I don't think it's going to catch on as a trend, because it's just, at least not for a few years, because there's just too much resistance to it. It doesn't appeal to the average John Q American guy.
I like that.
I think they may be buying it in secret. They want to still look good. They want to step out, but they ain't going to let all their boys know I'm going to pick up my makeup at the Walgreens. But they know when they stepping out and going to the club and the bar, they're like, let me put on this moisturizer in secret. And they're like, oh, man, your face looking good. Yeah, I've been out in the sun. I'm taking my vitamins. So that's what I feel. It'll be a secret, because people got secret things that they do to keep themselves looking good. And that's why. Keep your secrets. That's how I feel.
I agree, but not your average factory worker.
You'll be surprised after the hours.
You never know.
No comment on that. I'm gonna leave that there.
Stop. But also, one thing that what I'm saying that like really amazed me is lately I've been watching a lot of even though these are across the pond, and I know across the pond like their mind is so much more open minded, but I noticed how like people in the UK or men in the UK, men in Australia, actually a
France.
lot of times whenever they're getting ready for like a date with a woman, they're actually touching up their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, like they're making sure their hair is right, but they're also like touching up their face. They're doing like little, I guess toner or whatever. Also I do
Especially
have,
over there.
I did look at some companies that actually, that actually make makeup for men, and some companies will be like War Paint brand. There's a brand called Manscaped, and there's a brand named Menagerie brand. So yeah, so
Oh,
there's actually
Najee.
so
I
that's the
like
brand.
that name.
Oh
You
Lord.
Name. I do.
So there's actually, what I'm saying. So I feel like and then like Troy knows, what I'm saying. Like we've had been to so many different fashion shows where, what I'm saying, you see the male models, having makeup. So I mean, listen, sometimes the guys might be wearing makeup, you never know. But we did do a poll on this, a Twitter poll that is. So the
Right.
poll was, you're right. A poll was would you date a guy who wears makeup to cover up scars and spots or to enhance his skin tone? So 13% said no way. However, 88% said it doesn't bother me. So that was a change to know that, what I'm saying, women are kind of, maybe feeling a little bit, open minded about makeup, makeup on a man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because you don't want him
And
looking crazy next to
Right.
you.
You can't tell me if he's looking fly, looking nice, skin looking
Yeah.
good, and you're gonna tell
Right.
me now he can't wear it. If he's looking like you better,
Right.
please come on, talk about it. Yeah.
Exactly. You think gonna enhance me if you looking good next to me, not ashy. Back away, social distance. You too ashy. So yes, moisturize, tone up your face, so we all making this world a better, beautiful future. You know what
But
I'm
don't buy some expensive
we-
men's crap. Get it at the dollar. When I went for my professional headshots, I bought it at the dollar store.
saying? And that's fine too.
Tone up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
okay. All
I
right.
don't
We're going to
pay
move.
for this men's crap.
Okay.
All
We're gonna
marketing.
we're gonna move on from this topic, but really quick, I do want to put out there that also the women who wouldn't like to date a man who wears makeup. Now you also stop and think how men may feel whenever you wear makeup. I'm just saying, not all women, but what I'm saying, some men be, what I'm saying, some men like to see women more natural. So I
There's
understand for
makeup for that too. That's the natural glow, Fenty. You know what I'm saying? So there's a
See?
time and there's a place,
See
right?
what I'm talking
I
about?
tagged on to you. I tagged on. I'm like, oh, let's bring it back to what you said. I'm listening.
Fenty Beauty, I'm telling you.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. So that right there was your mailbox segment for this week. So we would definitely love to know, your thoughts on that segment. You can definitely hit us up on Facebook /Real Hot Fresh, or leave your comments on YouTube /Real Hot Fresh. Also, we do want to go ahead and let you know that, what I'm saying, we definitely keep it real hot and fresh all summer long, but also all year round as well. So definitely, if you know what I'm saying, if you would like to support this struggle, support what we're doing here, then definitely hit us up right here on the Cash App. That's right, because we would definitely, we take your donations. We love everything. A penny, 2 pennies, 5 cents, everything, what I'm saying, helps to make the dream come true. And then we definitely want to, continue to make it, keep it real hot and fresh for you each and every week. So if you do want to support us, definitely hit us up on the Cash App, and we thank you so much for it. All right, everybody. So we're definitely going to go ahead and keep the show moving. Also, definitely stick around, because today we do have our first interview, our first guest for this season, Miss Taji, entrepreneur. She's going to be here to tell us all about what she does as far as fashion, as far as working with plus size models, and then, magazines. She has a lot going on, so you definitely don't want to miss that interview coming up very soon. But we are going to go ahead and get into our first topic of tonight. So as you all know, with this coronavirus, it could be causing some things to go away and never come back. Now, how will you all feel about that? I know I would feel some certain way. So tonight we're going to be talking about just that, things that could go obsolete and never come back. Due to the coronavirus, and how do we as a people feel about that? So we're just gonna talk about it once again. Hit us up. I will definitely read your comments live here on air. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with Sugar this time. Sugar, things that may go away and never come back due to coronavirus. How are you feeling about that?
Well, one thing that came to mind because it's in limbo, and I know this item has been in limbo for a while, and Corona has only enhanced the limbo. Is the movie theater like AMC? It's just like a struggle, it's back and forth, and I like to. Yes, I enjoy streaming and I enjoy the comforts of my home, but it's something about going to the movie theater and checking out the film and getting the popcorn, depending on what the concession stand looks like. But just going through that whole treat and luxury, I find it may disappear depending on what happens. So, um, yeah, I feel like things are evolving and some things may disappear. Like some of these department stores that are gone, like the Brooks Brothers are going and things are going online. I want to be able to go into the shop and try on clothes. So some of those things do make me feel a little bit uneasy, but I mean, there's only limited things I can do. I can feel sad, and then I just have to just go with the flow and pray for new beginnings. That's what Sugar has to say about that.
Exactly. Exactly. Troy, tell me, what are some things just in your own personal life that you feel has changed? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe just like things you would do before that now you just notice even a change in your own personal life. What are some of those things that you've noticed?
Well, for me being a performer,
Mm.
a street performer at that, um, subway performing has totally been taken away. I don't know when it'll ever come back. Like, still people aren't working, so no one's in the trains, technically speaking. So I don't know, like I have such a joy for it. And, it's just now times are changing, so you got to find other ways. And so I was able to perform out in the street for an event last Sunday. Z-Fly was there, actually. He got to see me, do my thing. And for me, that was like being in the subway, and it was fulfilling because I put my subway box out there like I do in the subway, and people came over, gave me money, and I was still able to do what I love to do. But you just got to find other ways to do it. And things like even Starbucks. I was so shocked when Starbucks closed. I'm like, Starbucks! That's how we knew things was gentrifying when there's a Starbucks on the corner. So I'm like, now they're closing Starbucks.
Right.
I'm like, it's serious out here. They're closing Starbucks. Things about to get real. But I'm very much one of those hands-on people. I like to go in the stores and try things on, like Sugar said. So I'm not really with the online clothes thing. I don't like to return things. I just takes that's a whole other job. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do that. So the life is crazy now. But I'm also one of those people that go with the flow and adjust. So I'm adjusting to what the ways the times are now. I miss hosting events and being able to be in people's face and, not to wear a mask and worry about all that stuff. But it's just the life we live right now. So unfortunately, I'm just trying my best way to be the creative that I am and adjust to the times that we're living in right now.
And if I may add just about the Starbucks, now
Oh my
that
God.
company is too up to date and too money hungry to go out of business. So its business structure has changed because of the changing of times. And it has found that a drive-through type of business model is more fitting and with the times because of social distance and corona. So Starbucks ain't about to put no cups down. Come on, y'all. It's about to ramp things up so that it can rack it up. So you can still
Oh,
get
they're doing a
your
revamp.
I want to go. Yes, it's a revamp. So you just go, keep the cars going. And there were a few of them trying out originally before all this happened with Corona in California and was doing well. So it's closing down the shops to revamp the structures. Some neighborhoods it will work in, some neighborhoods it won't. But don't worry, Starbucks always has a plan. So for all those Starbucks drinkers, don't worry, you'll be able to still drink it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Sugar. Thank you so much. See, I don't even drink it. I just was shocked. I'm just saying.
No, they're getting their money. They're getting it.
They're gonna get that money. So actually now to that point, so Joel, so do you feel that like if certain businesses or things go away, do you feel that it could have a negative effect on the economy? Like if certain businesses or things go away.
Well, I was actually going to talk about handshaking, that the rite of passage of people shaking hands is going to become a thing of the past. And it's not just men. Women in the business world very frequently will shake hands. And that is just something that it just feels very unnatural. When I get shots in my knee for arthritis, and when I go for those shots, there's a certain warmness that I always shake the doctor's hand. And when I went and we like looked at each other, looked at our hands, it's like, ooh, you're not doing that. So it seems like it's a rite of passage and a thing, a warmth that people have that's going to disappear. Now, as far as the economy, like brick and mortar has been on the way out because of the internet anyway. People are buying stuff from Amazon, eBay. I'd like to see more people buy stuff on eBay because that doesn't feed Amazon's deep pockets. It's more people like you and me that are making money off of eBay. But it's only accelerating the demise of the brick and mortar industry. People working from home, people, there's just a better inventory. You go to a store and they can't stock all the different brands that you can list on an internet web page. So it's accelerating the death of the brick and mortar business industry. You know what will be interesting too is that you're going to see less doors too, because doors people put their hands on. So you're going to see a lot more automatic doors. So people go out and invest in those automatic doors that when the sensor sees go.
Yeah. I love that. That's when my Jedi powers kick in. My Jedi powers only kick in front of those doors. So I love that.
It's not the sensor, it's your psychic energy.
I like that.
Exactly. So real quick, let me just read you. I actually do have a list of things, that they said things that may become obsolete. Here's a list. So it says free food samples at stores like Costco, which I'm gonna miss. You know what I'm saying? Going into the mall.
So miss that.
Sample, right?
Right. It also said y'all crazy. I would have really missed that. It also said things like of course buffets and salad bars. Like Joel said, shaking hands or high fives. Even like touch screen in like fast food places.
Touch screen.
Like Burger King or like
it just came.
Yeah, the touch screen. It just started, right? It says reusable grocery bags, sharing food and dessert with friends.
That's fine. I don't do that.
Long lines where people wait, even though they do not. Toes. Also crowded concerts. And then here's one that I'm like, I cannot believe. They said even cheers over cocktails. They said cheering over cocktails may be a thing of the past too. Now wait a minute now. I gotta cheers on my cocktails.
I don't think so.
So that's that was actually on this website that I read of things that could become obsolete. And whenever I hear those things, it really sounds like something that you hear that like you hear on a movie. Like I can't believe that we're at a time where a movie theater could be obsolete, a bowling alley. Like it's really scary. Like what I'm saying. Whenever you overall think about it, so crazy. All right. So do you have any last comments on that?
Everybody better gear up. Go with the flow.
Adjust with the waves.
With this social distancing, I'll tell you, people are bored of it because I'm a birthday party clown, and I went to 2 parties already, and nobody was wearing masks. I'm like, so much for social distancing. I was wearing a mask. I felt subconscious. I was just like, you know what? I'm hugging the kids, so let me take the mask off. But I'll tell you, people are just bored of this social distancing thing, and that might be a whole nother ball of wax. And maybe if we get a second wave that kills more people than the first, maybe they'll go back to it. But people have gotten very lax.
I agree, but my mask be strapped onto my face.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna listen. I was at the beach today, and people definitely wasn't wearing a mask. So people do it. I feel you. All right, everybody. So definitely let us know your comments here in the chat. We'll definitely read them online. All right, but we're definitely gonna go ahead and tell you what we got going on for August. That's right, everybody. So what you want to make sure you do is definitely tune into the Keeping It Real Hot and Fresh show every Sunday night. And also you want to listen to the Live at 5 that we have on Wednesdays and Fridays via Instagram. Why? Because we're giving away $100. That's right. We are going to give away Benjamin to the person that that we see is our diamond listener. Now you're probably like, diamond listener, what is that? Well, basically, it's the person that we see is tuning in to all three of our shows throughout the week, and so also interacting with us. You know what I'm saying hello. Giving us comments on the talk, on the topics, and what I'm saying, just being that whole diamond listener, just interacting, just being the number one listener. So that's all we're looking for. That's all you got to do for the whole month of August. It starts today and it will end at the end of this month. We're looking for our diamond listener. Once again, you got to tune in, to our 2 live shows during the week via Instagram at Real Hot Fresh. Wednesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, every Sunday night, keep it really hot all summer long with me and Troy here on StreamYard. You can watch us via Facebook or YouTube /Real Hot Fresh. Just be our most interactive listener. We will call you the Diamond Listener, and you can win a Benjamin, $100. Now, however, winners must have Cash App. So you must have the Cash App to receive the money. But other than that, y'all can win. All right, everybody. So definitely be sure to spread that love. Let all your friends know. But right now, we're about to get into that drunk off the juice. Hey, that drunk off the juice with your Troy Weeks
music.
So what you got for us this week?
All right, guys. So let you know, I got to get out the screen and get to my notes for this one because I'm super excited about this week. I got some updated stuff that I'm going to talk about for sure from last week. So this week, first on the list is this. Black is King is out, and it said that the fashion is to die for. Must-see fashion looks you need to see from Beyonce's Black King visual album. It's the article that I read. It's a visual album that she dropped on Disney Plus on this past Friday the 31st. The 85-minute film is full of buzzworthy fashion. U.S. Weekly Stylish rounded up the icon's top 6 looks to tell you all about it. Black is King is a labor of love. The mom of 3 wrote in an Instagram teaser, "It is my passionate project that I have been filming, researching, and editing day in and night for the past year. And now it's finally here, and it's definitely worth the wait. The film is breathtaking, beautiful, and unsurprisingly taking you to another level with its fashion and wardrobe. From itty-bitty costume cow print mini skirts to chiffon gowns that look straight off the runway, there's certainly no shortage of killer outfits. People have already flocked to Twitter to rave about their favorite style. Beyonce, I was not ready for these looks, y'all. The fashion she wore was everything. And so I'm looking forward to what everybody else has to say. Black is King. Whoop, 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 whoop. So do we want to talk about that real fast? Anybody want to jump in on that real quick?
Beyonce is a beast. She's an excellent businesswoman. I give her that. I am not part of the Beehive community in terms of I be like, Beyonce. However, I believe in giving props where props is due. And Beyonce's magic power is she knows how to do business. Beyonce, put them things together and equals big bucks. And I support her on that. And yes, she has been working on that. And it also tied into last year's reimagined Lion King with Disney. And let us also not forget the $100 million contract that she recently signed with Disney. So bigger and better things are coming from the Beehive. Come on, Beyonce, bringing us more brilliant work. So I support it. She's awesome.
Got it. Awesome. Let's get back. That's okay. Cool. Let's get back. Is he fly anything? I'm switching back now. Anything? No, you good? All right.
I have nothing, but we do have Ocean Kimmy said on Disney Plus
only.
Oh, pay your $6.99
on Disney Plus.
That was
Taji was everything.
All right now, Ocean Kimmy, thank you so much. Appreciate you on that. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so let's move right along. So this next thing is going to be an update. So, in other news, here is a Naya Rivera update. Naya Rivera was laid to rest 2 weeks after her death. 5 days after her death, she was found in a lake where they had suspected she was. Finally, the Glee star was buried in Los Angeles weeks after her body was recovered in Lake Peru. An autopsy later confirmed the actress accidentally drowned, and there was no signs of any foul play or anything else happening. Her son now, he's 4 years old, explained that she put him in the boat, and when he looked back as she was trying to get in, and he looked back, she had disappeared. That has to be traumatic for a 4-year-old, y'all. That's crazy. This is a huge loss for the community, for the acting community, and as I just lost someone else prior this year. especially to the Glee community. So is there somebody trying to kill them slowly but surely, or maybe some things they should know? Because this is like the second or third person that's died from the Glee cast. So those left from the alumni of Glee class, maybe you should watch your back. We are still here for Naya Rivera and family praying for her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying I'm back for a second.
Right.
I got to get these comments off the screen. I'm trying to get to, look at me trying to read the comments y'all put in here and I'm stuck. There I go. So talk about it, y'all. Real fast.
I don't know if you said a mouthful, especially that ending part. I don't know how to.
I'm just like,
I wasn't prepared.
Is they not looking for you? Is they not looking? Y'all better watch your back because I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying.
But yeah, you're right. I think it is about, I can't remember the second or third, but yeah, you're right. It's always, and they've been very traumatic, both situations. So I don't know, but I feel bad for her son though.
Yes, exactly. Just know we out here watching y'all. We got your family in our prayers, Naya, and we watching y'all. Glee people, watch your back. I'm just saying.
Lord.
And last but not least, on the list today is who wants orange soda? Do y'all remember Kenan and Kel? Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell share sweet memories doing the Good Burger. That was my freaking show, man. All together now. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Yeah, so if you guys know that show, you guys know that famous line. Good Burger alums Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell find themselves reciting their iconic line as they reunited remotely in honor of Drew Barrymore's inaugural Drew's Movie Night on Nickelodeon Thursday. For the premiere of Barry's series, the network aired the beloved 1997 Nickelodeon comedy, which brought the two actors, all that sketch characters, to life on the big screen all those years ago. In celebration of a special night, the comedians reflected on how their sketch and starting the movie, and the first movie ever. Good Burger started to gain a lot of steam. A lot of musical guests wanted to be in Good Burger sketches. Recalled Barrymore. Kenan was very helpful for me too because it was his first movie. At that time, Thompson already had several movie credits, including The Mighty Ducks and Heavyweights. Still, both men remember the moment they first saw each other on a giant-sized billboard for the film, which featured them surfing on a pickle and a tomato. As they told Barrymore that the then teenagers had been driving down Sunset Boulevard when they spotted themselves and pulled boat up to take pictures. At the end of the day, y'all, Mitchell joked about there'll be a lot of orange soda involved. On a serious note, Thompson added, "I would really like to just settle down on all the anxiousness, but also out of all anger and misinformation." And as Mitchell sweetly summarized, "Make love mandatory." Thanks, guys, for those early team memories. This concludes today's Drunk Off the Juice. After these final messages, if anybody wants to say something about Kenan and Kel.
Okay. I support them. I thought that show was dumb. No. I support them, but I thought that show was stupid. That's just my opinion. Didn't like that.
Don't do that. Sorry. That was everything in my childhood. That was everything. That was everything. You know what? Z-Fly, what you guys?
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Z-Fly, you want to say something?
You know, it's funny. Now, I actually never watched Kenan and Kel, but I did. I mean, I always like all of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know they came from there, but I never really got into Kenan and Kel. But I mean, I definitely do, wish them all support, I mean, on everything. Sure. Why not?
Okay, Z-Fly. Okay. All right, Joe, you got anything to say? You good?
Yeah.
You've been shady.
I'm not familiar with Ken and Kel.
Don't even worry. You ain't got to hurt my feelings. That's okay.
My kid, my 23-year-old, who's kind of very juvenile in his taste, Good Burger is one of his favorite movies.
Boom, he got good taste. All right, then. That wraps up Drunk Off the Juice, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Troy Weeks Music, and this has been Drunk Off the Juice. All right.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. So right now, we're definitely going to go ahead and switch gears a little bit. And we got our first guest coming up, but I'm going to let Mr. Troy Weeks Music take it over from here. Troy Weeks, lead us into the second half of our show, please.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're gonna have an interview coming up with an awesome person that I actually know. I didn't even know until I saw. I was like, wait, hold up, this is real life. Like, I actually know this awesome woman who's out here doing her thing, and I just want to make sure that we want to support people that are out here doing their thing. So if you're out there doing your thing and you're seeing what we're doing and you want to be a part of what you want us to, you want us to spotlight what you're doing, reach out to us, let us know. We do this each and every Sunday. We out here. And so, if you want to let people know what you're doing, please reach out to us and let us know. But yes, we got an awesome interview getting ready to take place. So without further ado, are we ready for the interview, Z Fly? Or am I missing something, Z Fly? Talk to me. Got a Millie Rock on it because y'all hurt my feelings last time.
Oh no, you good.
All right,
You
there
good.
she is,
You
ladies
good.
and gentlemen.
We got
all
Miss
right.
Taji.
Taji in the building. Taji, what's up, girl?
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I think it might. Are you muted? I don't know if I can hear you. Make sure I can hear you. Make sure I can hear you. I see you. I definitely see you.
Well, yeah, we think we don't hear you. Oh no, we don't hear you. We don't hear you, but we see you.
Yes.
Oh, we still can't see. No, do you hear Troy or no?
No, I don't hear. You want to log back out and come back in? So how you want to do this, Z? It says your mic's on mute right there. There you go. It's unmute now. There we go. Ha ha. No? I heard you. No, it's mute again. Take it off mute. Take it off mute.
What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Mute off, mute on, mute off, mute on.
There you go. There you go. Right. That's the magic dance.
Hi.
Yes, good to see you.
What's going on? I'm like, hey.
Okay.
Well, nice to see you. Hi. How you doing? Troy Weeks, yes, good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you. First and foremost, how have you? Yes, how have you been since the last time I seen you? First and foremost, I was trying to. I met Taj, right? She was doing her thing, Fashion Coffee. Y'all know, look her up. She's gonna tell you about it, right? And she had an amazing fashion show. One of my friends, John Pierre, shout out to John Pierre, introduced me to her. And it's, you know what, my really good friend of mine in the industry is doing an event. You'd be great. She's looking for a performer. And I performed, and I had a great time. It was awesome. I had a great time.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful performance.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. How have things been for you since then?
Crazy. I mean, because at the same time, I was doing live with Taji, you know, my radio personality, everything. And you know, I have U Game as well. So I'm also a game host, event planner, but I'm known for my adult game nights.
Ooh, so adult game nights.
So it's like all my businesses are booming at the same time, and it got a little crazy, and it was just like, okay, I got to get me a publicist. So yeah, it's been crazy, but great crazy, you know.
Got you. I feel you on that, and all this too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be a person that, you know, has businesses, you know, with an S, right? And just mentally, what has that been like for you to be able to still be saying, because you look good, you know what I'm saying? You look like you missed a beat. You still out here doing it. What has that mentally been like?
It's, you know, no lie. I like to be very transparent. It could be very crazy trying to manage a lot of things at once. You know, I don't know if you could tell, I team no sleep, you know, when you're trying to get things done, you're definitely on the team no sleep page. But doing what you love, it just pushes you more. Like, hey, I got this. I'm gonna do this. But managing different social media pages and stuff like that, it's a lot. But it'll all be worth it.
Come on now, talk about it. Z-Fly, you know what that's about, because you know Z-Fly, you manage a couple different things. That's, you know, you probably got to jump in on this one. You probably got something to say. You know what I'm saying, boss man.
And no, Taj, no, I definitely, yes. So yes, managing a lot of different things. Yeah, I definitely understand it. You know, I actually manage, you know, different, you know, people and just businesses and just, you know, I'm saying myself. So yeah, it's really a really hard time. Or it can be difficult, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you love it, right? It's what you're doing what you love, right?
Right. Sometimes we're balancing it out though too, because you're like, fashion can kind of go with the personality thing, because it's press and then it's media, but then you have to know when to sit back on a certain business. You know, some can be intertwined,
right?
And then, you know, sometimes you have to make the decision, like, okay, which one is priority at the moment? You know, because you're only one person, so juggling all businesses, it can happen, and sometimes you just have to pick and choose. And that's the thing as well. You know, of course, you have to have a great team beside you, but you know, if it, you know, judging from in one day, if you had to choose which one to like pull through, you know, that's the only thing when you're like, oh, I'm forced to make decisions. This is not fair. Sometimes I wish I had a twin, or, you know, if I was a triplet, I'd be all good.
I totally get it.
True, exactly.
Hey, we're coming to the new world order. Maybe we can have phone.
What? Say that again.
I was saying we're coming to the new world order, so maybe we'll get cloned soon, you know?
Oh Lord, no, Lord, no, not clone, no. So you said I might be able to put the
Look.
business together with myself. Clone me so we can make this business happen. I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. Go ahead, Z-Fly. You got it.
Exactly. Now, Taji, going with with all that. Tell me, what are your thoughts and feelings on the black, on the Black Lives Matter movement, and then also, just the environment that we are in as a people. What are your thoughts on everything that's happening with the Black Lives Matter?
My thoughts on Black Lives Matter, aka BLM, is that I'm trying to figure out why it took so long for it to happen, for this movement to happen, because we've been suffering for many, many years. Like, I get what sparked it, like Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, I get what sparked it, but things been happening for many years to us in all different states. So that's how I feel about it. Now, as far as making the movement happen, I do feel like, we have to get our voices heard. But I do feel that, looting and all of that stuff is unnecessary. That's not going to get any answers. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Like, we want to get our voices heard. But at the end, because, I do know people in different aspects. So you have to think as well, too. You burning down precincts. Now, what if there's somebody that needs help? How are they going to get that help? Now the precinct's burned down. Think about all the domestic violence that's going on in the world. Now if that person needs to call 911 and you done burn down the precinct, how they gonna get help now? Well, they just gonna, go from home, like, and call their partner and say, hey, let's just ride this out from home. Like, you got to think about the people that are suffering because of that. And looting is definitely not the answer. I get a lot of us don't have the funds, but come on, that's not the answer. That's just gonna make it worse. And they're gonna be looking at us blacks like, yeah, they don't know any better, and we're showing it. But as far as the movement and getting voices heard, yes, I'm all for it.
Okay, you better talk about it. Also,
Hello.
I know that like, you definitely work with, and then you support plus size models. You definitely work in the fashion industry. So one thing I do want to ask you is, so many businesses. We was actually talking about earlier, how a lot of businesses and places could becoming obsolete. Now Fashion Week, has been known to be, almost for decades now, for years and years and years, across the country. Now, but do you think that Fashion Week will happen this fall, or do you think it will be one of those things that might be obsolete? Like, is Fashion Week here to stay, or will it go away because of coronavirus? What are your thoughts?
Well, I do feel virtual fashion shows will happen. Not actual in-person fashion shows, because too many people are afraid. It's too soon. Next year, yes, I do feel like next year will happen. But this year, if there's going to be any fashion shows, there's not going to be many. So that's what it is. I mean, I'm going to have a virtual fashion show, but it's not going to be extreme, but it can, but not full throttle. Let's just put it that way. Can't be afraid to do virtual. Virtual is not easy. Like, being on this platform, virtual is not for anybody.
Right. Exactly. And now one thing that I do love, going back to the plus size models, I love that because I've been to so many fashion shows where it was definitely diverse. However, you still have those old school minded designers who they look at modeling and Fashion Week to be a certain way. So now, what are your thoughts on designers who feel plus size models don't work as hard or isn't as impressive as petite models? So there's a lot of designers who think that.
Listen, plus size is the new black.
Ooh, it's been like that.
Black. We've been in for years. So we're out there and we're coming. We have a lot of plus size models that are making it happen, and we're going to continue to make it happen. And I just feel like we're taking over the world. Y'all just won't admit it. Not y'all, meaning, Z-Fly and Troy Weeks, but, whoever's listening out there. Just admit it. We taking over. You know, like orange is the new black. Well, plus size is the new black.
I like that. I have a quick question, Z-Fly, if that's okay with
Right.
you. So
Yep, go ahead. Yeah, of
your
course.
background and coming from where you're coming from, right, and knowing that the devil tried to take you out of here because he knew you was gonna be great, right? And there's a lot that people are going through right now in this time, right? Could have been gone, but you ain't. You here and you making it happen. So for some people, somebody right now, your story is inspiring, and they make and it may need something. Somebody may be going through something right now and need to hear from someone like you. You know what I'm saying? And so in this moment, I wanted to just take that time because that was inspiring to me. You know, to hear, to see your story and realize, the devil tried to take you out of here, but he couldn't, because when you're destined for greatness, the Lord's in control. So for those people out there who maybe, wanting to start their own business, or maybe wanting to, be a great, plus size model, or just be a woman and doing a thing, what can you say to those women out there who may be going through right now and wanting to give up?
Like they all say, do it. They tell you you can't, you can. You can, and you're going to make it happen. Don't let anybody tell you any different. If you want that, you're going to make that. Just don't let your health or anything like that get in the way. Because, when you have, let's say if you have a disability, you don't want anyone to feel or see you any different from normal. So what you're going to do, you're going to act normal and you're going to make it happen. And if you have to, reach out to someone and ask them, hey, how did you make this happen? Of course, do your research, but make it happen. Go to castings. If you want to do a fashion show, do a fashion show. You want to be a host, be a host. But you can't just let it happen for you. You got to make it happen. And it's going to happen.
Talk about it. Thank you so much for that. I just have to throw that in there, Z-Fly.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Throw that in there. You're welcome.
That was cool.
Z-Fly, you there? Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it going. I don't see him. But first, it's okay. We'll keep it moving. When it comes to, being out here and doing what you're doing right now, right? And, doing different things. Because, like you said, you could be doing this, you could be doing that. And when you got a couple things you're focusing on. So how did you focus your energy on one thing to continue to stay focused? Because that's my thing. Like being creative, since the corona hit, I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this, right? So I've added a couple things to my plate. But the dilemma, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, you got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? How do you make that choice? How do you know when you're making the right choice?
How you make that choice, I think, is think about what's happening right now. So let's say, for instance, whatever you can't do virtually, you put that certain business aside. Like, okay, well, this can't be done virtually, but what can be done virtually? Because that's what it is right now. So hosting can be done. A fashion show can be done if you're down for that. If you feel like you're ready to do a virtual fashion show, whatever, you can make that happen. So that's how you weigh out the pros. And then you got to think about the pros and cons. Are people going to watch the fashion show? Are people going to watch me do interviews? You got to think about all of that. And then that's how you weigh out, okay, nah, this is not happening. Nobody's really trying to have an adult game night or celebrate their birthday virtually, so we can weigh that out. So that's how you make it happen. Sometimes if you could do all three in one day, then just got to limit out your time.
Got you. Notes taken. Thank you so much for that. You want to close things out, Z-Fly?
Yeah, so Taji, I definitely want to say thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I definitely enjoy meeting you. Troy, he already knew you. And then also one of our other co-hosts,
Shanisha Monet.
Yes, Shanisha Monet. That's my girl.
I need to meet Taji. Yeah.
I'm all about support, I get referrals and hey, I love me some Shanisha Monet. I love me some Troy. I love me some Z-Fly.
Family. So Z-Fly, you're gonna post it with us.
Let the people know where can they find you. Where can they find you? What's up next with you?
Yes, so you can follow me at Live with Taji. That's TAJI. On there in my bio is my other pages. Let me not even say all of them. It's too much. Passion Coffee and You Game. Coming up, I have been on a small hiatus. I'm preparing for the next season of Live with Taji, so look out for that. I'll be doing interviews again. And a series is coming out, season 2 for the Fashion Coffee virtual fashion shows. That'll be presented on YouTube. So we're gonna start back up mid-September. So
Okay.
look out for that.
Taji,
Yes.
thank you so much for
Sounds
being here. We
good.
appreciate you.
I
Yes.
love
Thank you for having
it.
me.
Everybody, this is your girl Taji. Definitely be sure to follow her at Live with Taji and find out all the goodness and the positive things that she's bringing to the industry,
Good.
to our society, to our community. Definitely keep it locked. Once again, at Live with Taji. Taji, thank you so much for keeping it really hot all summer long
Thank
with
you.
us. Thank you so much.
Yes. Woo, thank you for being our first guest. Woo, woo. Shout out to you. You
Bye,
popped our first
guys.
guest cherry on StreamYard. All right. All right, y'all. All right. So it's time to get to our 10 ways now. It's time to get to the 10 ways,
All right,
Z-Fly.
y'all. All right, but definitely, we got 10 ways 10 ways you ghetto coming up, everybody. But before we do, I definitely want to go ahead and let everybody know that be sure to check out our live at 5. That's right, go live at 5 each and every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. That way you'll be able to, kick it with, Shanisha Monet and also Lolo. You know what I'm saying? They definitely keep it live at 5 each and every
Wednesday,
Friday.
Friday.
So,
Wednesday,
Friday and
Friday.
Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right.
Right.
All right, y'all. But right now, we're going to go ahead and get into 10 ways you ghetto. We're going to keep this show moving because we definitely have another hot topic coming up. We're talking about that stimulus check that's coming this month. So you don't want to miss that. And then also, too, I'll be telling you a little bit more about what's going on with this giveaway that we're doing. But let's go ahead and get into 10 ways you ghetto real quick. Are y'all ready for the 10 ways that y'all ghetto this week? Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Let's get to it.
Ready? Okay, here we go. All right. All right, number 1. You and your homies are smoking mad hard at the beach if instead of inhaling fresh, breezy ocean air, all the people inhale are gushes of that good 420. All right. Now,
That's not good shit. That's not good
Listen,
shit.
I'm just saying. Listen, if y'all smoking a little bit too much. All right, number 2. It's the 1st of August, and now your unemployment benefits has been exhausted. But why are you sitting up on the phone with HRA, giving them 50-11 reasons why you should now be on disability? Now listen, if y'all go get a job, ain't nothing wrong with y'all.
That's terrible. Whoever's doing that needs to be knocked out. That's terrible. That's past ghetto. That's out of pocket. Need to be drop kicked.
That's out of pocket, right? Number 3,
Out of pocket.
you allow your 13-year-old to watch R-rated movies, listen to uncensored music, and watch rap videos. Yet you can't understand why he's now a virtual cyber bully. I mean, y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't understand why would he be bullying people online. All the R-rated movies. Come on now. Number 4, you ghetto, if you saved all of your increased unemployment checks to get yourself a piece of a car, now that it's ran out, you're waiting for the second stimulus check to buy the rims. You ain't know how you do it? You know what I'm saying? Listen.
That ain't ghetto. That's smart. That's smart.
Terrible.
That's
how
smart,
you do it, right? Number 5, why is that for every ailment someone has, you always recommend they put Vaseline on it? Now look, sugar, that's true. Listen.
But that person don't know the real remedy, okay? You got to do more than Vaseline. You got to rub that tussin on it. Chris Rock told us tussin solve every problem. Arthritis, sore throat, headache, tussin, and tussin. And ginger ale.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6,
Number 6.
refrigerator that contains different flavors of Kool-Aid. Now, how many of y'all done that before? You know what I'm saying?
That ain't ghetto. I like Kool-Aid.
You know what I'm saying? The apple.
I like Kool-Aid.
But 6 different pictures at the same
time. Comes in handy.
I never did that.
Number 7, during the unemployment. You ever done that?
Unless I was selling ices.
During the unemployment increase, you were living large. You remember the ices? I love the ices.
That's what I'm saying. If you're selling ices, you have 6 different flavors now. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but still though. But why you got all the ices in there? Listen, you got too many ices. Okay, look. Number 7, During the unemployment increase, you were living large. You were able to get TVs in all your rooms by yourself and the kids on clothes, plan future trips for 2021, and give your family and friends some allowance. Yet you can't understand why you have the eviction notice on your door. I mean,
Friend,
I just
That's
saying.
real
Yeah.
talk.
friend.
That's real talk.
And wait,
That
real
is
fast, Z-Fly. I don't know if y'all
That is
saw a
a
video. People are leaving California. I saw the video. Somebody sent it to me. Overnight, all these people are leaving because they pay their rent, and now they really ain't paying their rent. They ain't got it to pay. They just out. Whole bunch of people just, I'm just saying.
that's terrible.
Not that voice.
It's bad. Number 8, you're number 8,
Terrible.
you're about to pay $12,000 for a nose job. Yet you owe $24,000 to the IRS. Listen,
That
your
is true.
priorities.
Those jobs are
Ain't
in
that
now. That yes, since the height of
Look at
Zoom, I
Joe. Look
saw
at
that on
Joe. Joe.
Entertainment Tonight. It's a fact. So you're right. They are in. Interesting enough, nose jobs. Hmm.
Been
Yeah,
there, done
listen.
that.
Number 9, don't be mad. During unemployment increase, you enjoyed the luxury of shopping at Target, Christie's, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, and Gucci. Now that the checks has stopped, Family Dollar says hi.
You can get some
That
good.
is not
You can get some
nice.
good things in Family Dollars. They weren't. They were tripping. They didn't know how to stretch those coins.
Right.
I
Not to
love
pay.
Family Dollar. I'm not laughing because of
Number
that. I'm just
number
laughing because where you went to from where you were shopping, that's where you are now. Child, I know you hurting. Go ahead.
That's
No, you
terrible. They
did.
were living a fake life.
That's fine to keep up with the Joneses.
man.
You are ghetto if you try to keep up with the
Man.
Joneses. Go ahead.
On
Z-Fly.
unemployment.
Gotta keep up with her. Number 10. And number 10, you sneeze, an extraordinary amount of mucus is in your hands. The best thing for you to do now is hit the dirt and run because the people are about to sound the alarm with coronavirus.
Because you weren't
But
wearing the
no.
mask. It's getting real. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
get real. I'm telling you right
Mm.
now. All right, y'all. All right, so that's the 10 ways you ghetto for this week. So yeah, definitely keep it locked. Here we go with the next
Time for the
topic. So
topic.
now,
Let's
as you
go.
know, that speaking
Right.
of money, right? Speaking of money, there has been a lot of talk, that the another stimulus check is actually coming this month. Now, once again, it's going to be just like it was last, about 3 months ago or 2 months ago. Whenever, depending on how you filed, you'll get it either electronically or via mail. But there is supposed to be another one, that is coming this month, everybody. So tonight we're going to talk about it. So we want to know, with with the GOP stimulus proposal cuts to unemployment benefits, is the government justified in this action? Because supposedly the unemployment checks were going to be cut, but Sugar, you had a little bit more information about these unemployment checks, didn't you?
I do. I
Let the
do.
people know.
Yes, I will. First, I want to get my opinion real quick. I do agree to an extent that they need to be cut, especially based on that list that you just gave us, because I don't think people need to be getting the best pay of their life sitting at home. It's one thing if you're at home and you're getting within your pay range and you're using it to do things for your family. But when you out there buying bags, new cars, and vacation tickets for next year, I do not support. Cut them coins, put them to work. But for the people that's living in New York State, there is an extension for the citizens in New York. You have an extra 20 weeks of $600. Okay, that is what the state is doing for its residents because the powers that be over in the Senate couldn't figure out how to help the citizens of this country. So again, for those that are living in New York State, you do have an additional 20 weeks of $600. You just keep on filing the same way that you were doing before, and you'll be good to go. As for everybody else, I don't know, but I wish you all the
best. Now, Joe, I want to know. Joe, I want to know. Even though the increase in unemployment is definitely here to help people, but do you think that it can also hurt people as well with $600 a week?
In
I,
addition to the unemployment.
yeah. What Sugar said is very true. That sometimes that people it encourages them to not go out and look for a job. But I think in light of what's happening with people are not losing their jobs by through their own fault. They're not most of the people that are filing for unemployment now and are struggling are because of the virus. It's not because they even got fired for showing up later, that kind of thing. I think what the government looks at is people that are unemployment as a drain on the system, and they're at fault. And I think that started with Ronald Reagan, with cutting the social programs, which Lyndon Johnson started, that because of a few people that do cheat, that ruin it for everybody. That this isn't even people who I've gotten fired from jobs. Sometimes it was my fault. Never intentionally. I've never stole from an employer, but I did electrical work and I wasn't very good at it, and I got fired from jobs, and then that was my fault. But I still got unemployment. But there are a few people who go out there and get unemployment that have full-time jobs off the books, and that's a drain on the system, and that ruins it for everybody. But for this virus, which is killing people, I mean, we've discussed how it's totally rearranging our economy and how industries are disappearing. Yes, new industries will appear, especially in home delivery of things like groceries and food. But so many people are just struggling, and they need that extra because they don't know if and when they're going to go back to work.
That's true.
That's it. Talk about it. Come on, let me talk about it.
Go ahead.
I'm with you on that, Joe and Sugar. So I'm one of those people, right? I'm a performer, and a lot of my income outside of working the side gigs that I get was from the public. You know what I'm saying? And performing and doing shows and stuff like that, and from doing venue, gigs and things like that. So I don't have access to that. I can't get up and just go work somewhere else because everything I did was closed. So what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And because of us, people like myself who are performers who didn't make a certain amount of money, and we didn't work for a 9-to-5 job making $700-800 a week. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, we don't have that on record saying that. So guess what? We're gonna get $100 unemployment. What am I gonna do with that? That's what I got. $100 after taxes. What am I gonna do with that? When so I feel like what they should do is take that money from the dead people that they gave, recollect the money from the dead people that they gave out all them billions of dollars, and be able to supplement it over here where it needs to go for people who really need it. I feel like for some people who are getting the extra $600 are already getting $600 for unemployment. That makes sense. You're getting $1,200. Great. But what about someone that's only getting $100? So it should be some kind of balance out looked at what you're getting. We're only going to help you in aid of what you're already getting, not surplus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, people like me, that is helping me, when I can't go out here and do the things I normally used to doing as a subway performer and as a person that, had shows and people, anybody, I do virtual shows now, but it ain't the same when I could be in your face and singing my heart out and you be like, that man deserved this $20 versus, you do a virtual show and I'm like, oh, I miss your voice. That was so dope. Here's $2. I'm not disagreeing with it. I'll take any of it, all of it, every single 50 cents. I'll take it all because it all add up, but it's not the same. So for someone like me and people out there like me who work in the service restaurant industry who might not, made a certain amount of money, what we get on unemployment itself is not nothing. So we're not out here balling, buying cars and all that. We're not getting $200 a week. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that they should do some kind of moderation. Look, one, go get the money from the dead people y'all gave to that they needed because they was already dead. Bring the money back. Retract it, whatever you have to do. Two, focus on the people, what people are actually getting so that it's not in surplus of their life, but it's actually helping them maintain their life. That's
I 100% support that. People shouldn't be out here balling out of control when other people, like I'm an artist myself, can't make ends meet. That's not fair. Or like you, Joel, you're an artist as well too. You're in a clown business. That's not right. While other people preparing for vacations 2022. No, and no. That's not fair. That's not right. And that's all Sugar had to say about that.
Maybe if the Air Force had one less bomber at $1 billion a pop, they'd have more money for unemployment.
Boom. That part. Just saying.
There you go. So everybody, we definitely, we just want to definitely, we want to make sure that everybody have the correct information, and definitely here in New York, a lot of people actually did think that, unemployment stopped last month. But Sugar, thank you so much
Last
for the
week.
information. And Sugar, you said 9 or 12 more weeks.
20.
20 for a whole full amount of 50, either 52 or 59 weeks, whatever the full year of weeks is. That's what this additional week will fulfill. And then, don't just take my word for it. Go online, because I'm all about verifying facts. You can go online, you can go ahead and find that information on if you look up just unemployment in New York. But that was announced on several of the news networks actually on Friday, after the Senate couldn't figure out what they were doing.
Thank you for that, Sugar.
Sounds good.
Got one more segment, huh?
Thank you so much. All right, everybody. So we are definitely, huh?
You got one more segment, huh?
Oh no, we don't. Oh yes, we have one more segment. Yes, we
Stop
do.
playing.
All right. So
It's brand new. It's
Troy.
brand new.
Listen, Troy, Troy be on it. But everybody, but yeah, we're definitely winding down to the show. But we definitely do want to thank you so much for tuning in. Also for all the comments that we had tonight. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much to our guest Taji. Be sure to follow her live with Taji on her Instagram, and also everybody definitely be sure to follow us on Instagram as well. That's right, the Real Hot Fresh Crew. You'll be able to find us right here. Be able to definitely follow me at IamZFly on Instagram. Troy Weeks Music and Miss Shalisha Monet. She's Chica. Well, y'all see it. And then Lolo.
You always do that. Z-Fly, you know better. You always do it. I always mess somebody's name up. Come on.
Listen. I have the messer namer upper person right here. All right, everybody. But once again, we want to thank you so much to our guest co-host tonight. But before I get with them, I want to let everybody know once again we are doing that $100 giveaway. So you definitely want to go ahead and make sure you do listen to the show. This show right here I said it and muted myself, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to tune in every Sunday night to the Keepin' It Raw and Fresh show. Every Sunday night right here on StreamYard. You can watch us live, Facebook or YouTube /Real Hot Fresh, and also watch the Live at 5 every Wednesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Instagram at Real Hot Fresh. If you are the most interactive person, you know what I'm saying, send hello to us, commenting on our topics and all that good stuff. If we see you for the whole month of August, and then, you know what I'm saying, we recognize that we see you, you could, you know what I'm saying, y'all can have that $100 bill. I'm just telling you, that Benjamin, y'all better come on with it. We are putting money in your pockets for the summer. Once again, you must have a Cash App. All right, so now thank you so much to our guest host, Sugar, and also Joel. You definitely did your thing again. But once again, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, your time wouldn't be complete if you don't let the people know once again, you know what I'm saying, in about one word or two or three words why you should be the next Real Hot Fresh host. And ladies first, Sugar, let them know why you should be the next host.
Well, Sugar likes to bring the information in a sassy, spectacular, and of course, festive manner. I like to keep things hot and fresh in my life, and I'm going to keep things hot and fresh for you as we progress on forward, because I know you like to keep things hot and fresh, informed, and fabulous.
I love it. And last but never least, we got Mr. Joel, the funny man. He got the clown in the background, letting y'all know that he is so much funny. So Joel, let the people know why you should be the next Real Hot Fresh host.
Because I give it to you with an open-minded opinion. I mentioned this last time. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I try to look at things from both sides. I think our society is way too polarized, that they're either one way or another. And I argue with people because they think that you can't, if you're a Democrat, you can't be anti-abortion. And that's what I look at is the two sides of the coin, and look at the argument and not whether Trump supports it or Trump doesn't support it. Does it make sense to me and how I feel about things? And I think a lot of people can identify it, may not want to say it because they don't want to offend their fellow Republicans, but they may be like, yeah, maybe the environment's a little more important than we really want to let up. Or maybe some Democrats really feel, I do need a gun at home, I don't need a machine gun. Everybody needs a machine gun, but maybe I do need a gun at home. So I look at both sides, and And the guy said the other week, I'm the host with the most. And I like to eat a lot of toast.
There you
Hey, come on, Toast.
Hey
Yes. I support.
go. and
there, Animal.
and hello to Anomaly. She says hello to everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in once again, Anomaly. All right, everybody. So we're definitely going to go ahead and close the show out. This week, usually if you're a faithful watcher of the show, you know that we always close the show out with 10 ways you ghetto. But we did that a little bit earlier in the show because I wanted to actually we created a segment called "I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dreams," and basically what this topic is or this segment is basically just reminding people of all of the great things that Black people are, as far as the things that
What's
we
up?
have done, all you really do here now is, oh, Black people, they're victims. Oh, they've been enslaved. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, the police are killing us. But how about all of the great things that Black people have either done, do, and will do for this country, for this society, and for this world? So this segment is all about just reminding us of that positivity. So each week, starting to here until until whenever, we're gonna always bring highlight some type of positivity about Black lives. So tonight I will start. So I'm actually my ancestors' wildest dreams. Whenever I think of just that quote, it just really does something to me because I just think that even though what I'm saying, we're not living in a perfect world, never will be. We're not living in a fair world, never will be. But just me myself, I'm living in a world that only my ancestors could dream of. I mean, look at me now. I'm on a podcast. I'm hosting a radio show. I just came from the beach today. What I'm saying, if I want to, I can go down the street and buy a soda, or I can go travel, whatever. Things that only my ancestors could dream about. So I just want to, like, just whenever I think of my life and my friends and just the things I'm able to do, that, able to go to school, able to go to college, able to get this job, apply for this job, buy this car, buy this house. I have so many opportunities that my ancestors could only dream of. So to me, even with all the racism and the negativity and the unfairness that's happening in the world, me as a Black male living today in America, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, and I want to always remember that, and I want to always encourage all the other Black people as well, and just people in general to know that that you're also your ancestors' wildest dream, despite how hard things may be. So that's mine this week. We'll definitely have speak on someone else next week and talk about more people next week. But yeah, I just want to just put it out there that I am my ancestors' wildest dream, despite all else. All right. So everybody, once again, thank you so much for keeping it real hot and fresh with us. Be sure to tune in next week, Sunday, on StreamYard. Once again, you can watch us YouTube and Facebook /Real Hot Fresh. Excuse me, for another great show, great topics, and maybe some new guest hosts. You never know. So definitely check us out. Thank you so much, Troy Weeks Music, Sugar Henry, and Joel. I will see you all later. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for all of our comments, I guess. Peace.